In addition to creating wonders and conquering nature, humans have sometimes done acts that are so irrational that they defy reason. There are many instances in history that left scientists stunned, from strange inventions to discoveries that make you wonder about reality. They're all mind-blowing, some brilliant, some terrifying. One thing is made clear by these discoveries: people are completely crazy. Let's explore the most bizarre fact about our species, the ancient Terminator. In a mass grave unearthed near Acropolis, Italy, dating back more than 1,500 years, archaeologists made a fascinating discovery. Among the remains was a man labeled Tus 380, whose right forearm had been amputated and replaced with an iron knife. This was not just a symbolic attachment. Evidence showed he actually used the blade as a functional prosthetic. His teeth were heavily worn down, likely from frequently tightening leather straps that held the weapon in place, and his bones showed unusual wear from the constant strain of unnatural movements. Researchers believe he was a Lombard warrior who continued to fight even after losing part of his arm. Despite the risk of infection and constant pain, he adapted to his condition and survived for years, eventually reaching around 50 years of age, quite impressive for that era. Due to his resilience and weaponized prosthetic, he was nicknamed the Ancient Terminator, AWW. Testament to his strength and will to survive. The most gruesome human buffet ever. In southwestern Colorado, a horrifying scene was unearthed at an ancient Puebloan site once occupied by the basket maker culture. Excavations revealed the remains of at least 24 people who had clearly been cannibalized. The evidence was undeniable. Bones had been broken open for marrow, roasted, deflated with stone tools, and even skulls had been cracked open to extract brains. But the most shocking find was inside a hearth, fossilized human feces that, when analyzed, contained nothing but human myoglobin, a protein only present in muscle tissue, showing this person had consumed only human flesh for at least 12 hours. It wasn't an isolated incident either. Over 70 other sites across the region show similar signs of ritualistic cannibalism. The likely cause? Societal collapse triggered by drought, famine, and extreme desperation. The first human to be cannibalized. In the Turkana region of Kenya, scientists uncovered a fossilized shin bone that might hold the earliest evidence of human cannibalism. Dated to around 1.45 million years ago, the bone didn't belong to modern humans, but to one of our early relatives, likely a member of the hominin family. What makes this find so unsettling is the presence of 9 precise cut marks etched along the bone. These marks follow the muscle lines, strongly suggesting that the individual was deliberately butchered and stripped of flesh, much like how animals are prepared for consumption. Researchers believe another hominin made these cuts, possibly during a time of extreme environmental stress such as drought or food shortages. Since multiple early human species shared the region at the time, it's likely that such acts were not isolated incidents. The cave that defies logic. Deep within the Rising Star cave system in South Africa, researchers uncovered one of the most perplexing archaeological sites in recent history. Hidden beyond narrow crevices, steep vertical drops, and sharp, winding pathways, they found over 1,500 bones belonging to at least 15 individuals, ranging from infants to elders. What shocked scientists was not just the quantity of remains, but the way they were positioned, carefully placed, not randomly scattered or dumped. There were no signs of animal attacks or natural disasters like floods that could explain their presence. Instead, everything pointed toward intentional placement. Even more surprising was the identity of the remains. They belonged to a newly discovered species called Homo naledi. Despite having small brains, around the size of a chimpanzee's, these ancient humans may have practiced ritualistic burial, a behavior once believed to be unique to modern Homo sapiens. This discovery completely challenges our understanding of intelligence, consciousness, and the evolution of cultural behavior in early humans. Hundreds of people keep dying here. High in the Himalayas lies Rupkund, a remote glacial lake in India better known as Skeleton Lake. Its name comes from the hundreds of human skeletons, possibly over 800, that surround its icy shores, scattered loosely and eerily preserved by the cold. Originally, scientists believed they all died in a single catastrophic event, like a massive hailstorm, based on skull fractures and local legends of a royal party caught in a deadly storm. But modern DNA and isotope studies shattered that theory. The remains come from at least 3 different groups, spanning centuries, including one with genetic ties to ancient Greece. Even their causes of death vary, and none seem linked by any singular event. The skulls of Jericho. In the ancient city of Jericho, archaeologists made a chilling discovery during 1,932nd excavations. Several human skulls buried beneath early homes, dating back between 8,000 and 10,000 years. But these weren't ordinary burials. The skulls had their lower jaws removed and were coated in layers of plaster, carefully reshaped to resemble living faces. Shells were inserted to mimic eyes, and paint was applied to give them an eerie, lifelike appearance. Initially believed to be war trophies or ritual sacrifices, new theories suggest these plastered skulls were used in ancestor worship. They were possibly displayed or passed down through families as a way to honor and remember the dead. Over time, this haunting tradition faded, surviving only in legends. One even tells of a human head glazed in lime like a relic. These skulls offer a rare glimpse into the mysterious and deeply spiritual rituals of early human society. The pickled human jigsaw. In Bronze Age Scotland, what seemed at first like regular burial sites soon revealed something deeply disturbing. Among the bodies uncovered, archaeologists found one individual who wasn't a single person at all, but rather a composite made from the body parts of 3 different people. Others showed similar patterns, with signs their remains had been soaked in acidic peat bogs, effectively pickling them to preserve the flesh before burial. The remains were then carefully arranged and placed in stone homes, sometimes long after the houses were built, suggesting intentional, ceremonial placement. Radiocarbon dating confirmed these mixed-up burials were older than their surroundings, possibly tied to ancestral worship or symbolic rebirth. We are the most unhinged animals out there. Humans are undoubtedly one of the strangest species to ever exist. Our behaviors, inventions, rituals, and even mistakes can be so bizarre that they often defy logic. It's not just our modern habits. History is full of examples that prove how truly unhinged we can be. Archaeological and paleontological findings have uncovered things so shocking or puzzling that even experienced researchers are left speechless. These discoveries range from ancient burial practices and strange tools to mysterious artifacts with unknown purposes. While some findings are fascinating, others are disturbing or even terrifying, showing just how unpredictable and extreme human behavior can be.